Today, I am Tricolad Lamileko. I'm a participant in the MMM community, and I would like to tell you today about MMM community and why you should also be a part of the community. But firstly, I would like to appreciate the founder of the MMM community in the person of Sergey Mavrodi for his brilliant idea and for his passion to liberate the world from financial slavery. Also, my thanks go to my mentor in the MMM school in the person of Mentor Toby Sandost for our tutelage and our guidance and our swift response to our questions and our mentorship. Say a very big thank you to you. My appreciation also goes to my guide and the person of Alodun Adedotun and all my co-mates at the MMM school. Now, to the question, what is MMM? What does it stand for? MMM stands for Mavrodi Mundia Movement. What does that mean? In Mavrodi move. How does that bring money? How does that make sense? MM is a community, a mutual aid funding network of ordinary people helping each other. What does that mean? Yeah, it means it's a community where we help each other out when you are in need. Take for instance, we are five in this community. We decide to make a community of five people. It's not possible the five of us will be needing help at the same time. I'll be needing help. They all contribute to me. The next week might be another person will contribute to that person. With this, with his problem, with his financial need at the moment. So the MMM is a social network of ordinary people providing help to each other. MMM is a community, a mutual aid fund community, a community of people that want to be free from financial slavery. Now, I'd like to ask you, who doesn't need to be free from financial slavery? Do you want to be do you want to be free from all financial bondage? If yes, then you are in the right place. MMM is for you. You have to join MMM. If you want to be free from all financial shackles and financial slavery, you need to register in for MMM and start making a financial freedom decision. Now you know it's for you. Then how does it work? How does the community operate? Because you know it's for you because you want to be free from financial shackles and enslavement. Now, how does it operate? How does it make you free from financial problems? The community is a group of people exchanging their spare money to improve their well-being. What does that mean? Today, take for instance, I have $100 this month. It is $100, or if you are in Nigeria, you have 100 naira free that you are not going to spend. Instead of putting it in the bank, because the highest you get from the bank in even a year is 5% for the whole year. If you are not going to withdraw the money, you are going to leave it all through a year, you're just going to get 5%. Now, there's this organization that offers 30% on that money you're not going to use. It's still the same process. You are going to keep the money in the bank, you're not going to touch it for the next 1 month or for the next 2 months or for the next 3 months, yielding at lower interest. And now someone is suffering you just in a month 30% of your money. You take the $100, you give it to another participant that is in need who will appreciate you because you've even benefited his life, who will appreciate you at that particular time. You give to that person accepts it, does what he needs to do at that time with his money, with that money. You've benefited his life. Then that person will also invest into the system. You wait for a particular moment, maybe a month or some days, then you are also qualified to ask for help. Then when you request for help too, which we call the GH, the get help order, you request for help, your money would have grown 30%. Initially you invested $100. Now you get $130. If it's in naira, you invested 100 naira, then you'll be getting 130 naira. Tell me, which bank does that in Nigeria? And how you do money that you don't need at a particular time, giving you an additional 30% of the money. Isn't it wonderful? So, as you see, There are more benefits in MMM. Everybody there gains from the financial freedom. It's not as if there's this person at the top of the pyramid who consumes your money. No. MMM has no central account because you might be wondering, why should I give my money? What if it's fold up? MMM is not a bank. It has no central account. You will be given account to, to pay into, and you'll be paid into your account too. So it's not as if somebody's somewhere you go and give your money to that person, and at the end of the day, that person might decide to abscond with your money. No, it's we ourselves and we managing the community. MMM is not a bank, has no central account. MMM has no central office or branch. There's no office somewhere that will say, okay, this is our head office, it has been boggled, this has happened, insurance has closed it. And no, nobody will close all the banks in Nigeria. For MMM not to operate, then we have to close all the bank in the country. Then we have to stop all the international currency trading, the Bitcoin, the paper, because MMM offers their services in both locally and internationally. You can decide to join the MMM Global, which is operated in Bitcoin. If your country decides to ban MMM, not to allow it to operate, you can still participate even with the Bitcoin option. So MMM is not an online business. It's not as if you do a business or there is a task you do to get money. No, it's just a community whereby we help each other, whereby we know the needs that we need and we help each other by it. So don't take it as okay, I'm a get rich quick Ponzi scheme. No, it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a program for you to make money over time to accumulate money. No, it's just to ease your financial burden. Like I said, there are so many benefits in the MMM. For instance, when you register for the first time, apart from the 30% you get monthly on any money you put in MMM, there are bonuses you get for registration. For registration of for the first time registration of less than $50 or $50 to $100, you get a bonus of 20%. A bonus of $20 rather. Sorry, a bonus of $20, and from $100 upward, you get a bonus of $50. So there is this other thing. It's a community. We should have people who will be managing it. If you volunteer to be a manager, to use to leave your spare time to help people out, to help people sort their problem, to be a kind of guide to them. There's something we call guider in the MMM community, which serves like the managers. You stand to benefit 5% from your downline. If you have done the people you recruited into the system, you get 10%, 5% from them as a guider. As a referrer, when you are not a guider, but you refer someone, you bring someone, you tell someone about the MMM community, you get a 10% of that person's contribution. 10% of that person's contribution. Let's say I'm not a guider, I'm just an ordinary participant, and you are a friend. Okay, my friend, this is how it operates. I bring you into the system, I register you, I'll be your hotline. Then on any contribution you make, I will be given 10% of it. So that's how it goes. For the guider gets 5%. For the second, the guider's guider, when I become a guider, I also have a guider. My guider's guider gets 3%. On and on and on and on to the eighth generation. So you see how it goes. You see how the financial freedom, the lane, how long it is. So even if you decide to be a trustworthy participant, you are going to make a living, you are going to survive, you are going to make ends meet over time in the MMM community. Now I know there are so many questions popping on your mind that how is it possible when we are not banks? We say we are not banks, we say we are not this Ponzi scheme. Then how do we maintain all this SCADA? MMM uses the same concept as banks and insurance. The concept they don't want you to know. They uses the same concept. You see, in bank, you don't need money this month. You want to save, okay, take for example, I want to save $10 for this month. I create a $10, I take it to the bank. Another person comes, he doesn't need $15. He takes it to the bank, he saves. Then maybe someone will come and say he needs $5. Out of that $25 in the bank, he's being given $5. That person will go do what he or she wants to do. The money still returns. Take for instance, the person wants to buy a TV. The person will take the money to a TV store, buy the TV. The owner of the TV store will want to save the money, take the money back to the bank again. So as it is, nobody is owing the money. So look at you. You want to get help this month, so you are believing who is going to provide the help, or if everybody provide, everybody cannot need help at the same time. We cannot all provide help at the same time, and we cannot all get help at the same time. Some people will getting help, while some people will be providing help. So you've donated your money to someone who needs help this month. That person will definitely donate his money back too by next month because he wants to keep earning. He wants to make the other members of the community, remember we are not selfish, he wants to make the other members of the community earn too. So he's going to donate next month. From there, you get your own. This is how it goes on and on, like the bank does, like the insurance does, like the uh, all these financial schemes they do. They know we are not going to need money at the same time. So the ones that are in will pay for the one that needs, and when the time comes, those one at the back will pay for those who needs to. On and on and on and on it goes. Look at the bank. The bank has been operating for hundreds of years. It has not run into existence. So it is. And I think the next question will be, what if participants runs out? What if there are, maybe take for instance a country of 100? What if the 100 of us registers? Won't it collapse? No. The more robust the system is, the more the longevity of the system, the more span it can go. If the 100 of us should be there, it will make the system robust rather than two or three of us. At any time, one can pull out and the system will start shaking. But now, the more we are, the larger we are, the more robust the system is, the more people are willing to give help, to provide help to people. And when you want to get help, the more people are ready to rise to your sake. MMM is sustainable again because it's global. You can offer help globally accepted Bitcoin. It's not limited to only your country of residence currency. You can go to the internationally accepted Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoin. MMM has over 138 million participants all over the world, over 138 million members in 107 countries. So you see how robust it is. It's not as if it's only in your country. Maybe they are here to just carry your money and run away. No, look at 107 countries. Before things will happen, and before you can gain trust in 107 countries, you know it's not something of a dubious activity, and it's something that has come to stay. It's not something that has come to droop you and run away. MMI has been operating for over 4 years in all these countries. For over 4 years, over 14 billion help has been rendered in assistance. If you look at it, okay, what have they done in those countries? In all these countries, they've offered over $14 billion, $14 billion in help to people. So how many communities, how many financial communities or financial institutions have you seen that has offered this kind of help with no charges? If you go to the bank to get loan, the lowest you get per month is 10% of it. Is 10%, which is the rate you return back every month. But in MMM, we don't charge you rates. You just help. When you provide help, you better another participant of the community's life. Then you too, they provide help to you, they better your life. So in MMM, you see the probability of losing your money is just so slim because there is risk in everything. Even you standing up in the morning, waking up, going to your work, it's a risk. You might not come back, you are taking a risk. You sleeping, you are taking a risk, you might not wake up. You walking on the road, a car might hit you, a vehicle might run into you, it's a risk, you are taking a risk. And I'm telling you, the risk of MMM is worth taking. Now, what are the goals of MMM? The goals of MMM is to improve the well-being of all the people in the world, the participants. They are set out to improve the standard of living. You see, if you look at the kind of community we run today, the kind of the global community we run today, it's the oppression community. You see, the rich are getting richer, taking everything for themselves, leaving nothing for the masses, reinvesting to the system, making the masses their slave. But now the MMM wants to improve the well-being of all people in the world, spread money among people so that they can get financial freedom. Secondly, substitution of modern banking system. Instead of taking your money to the bank and leaving it there useless, you can better another man's life in that process and at the same time still gain more. You carry your money to the bank for over a year, they give you 5%. When you take $100 to the bank for a whole year, 12 calendar months, 365 days, not many hours in it, you get $5 increments. At the end, you get $105. And even from this $105, you get text message charges, you get maintenance, you get all these charges. At the end of the day, you don't even get up to that $105. You still get around $103, $104. But in MMM, 30% when you put your $100 in 30 days, which is a month, you get your $130. No charges, no maintenance, nothing, nothing. And even when you are diligent and meticulous in MMM, you can earn more. If you are able to tell people about MMM, you get a referral bonus, you get commission. When you go to the guidance school and you give your time to guide your people, to guide the community, you get bonus. Isn't that wonderful? How many community, how many schemes does that? Remember, MMM is not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a get rich. I want to get rich. I want to get so money in time. No. Another wonderful thing about MMM is you participate with your spare money as low as $100. Look at it. What business can you do with $100? What can you do coming to Nigeria? What can you do? What can you achieve over time with 20,000 naira? The MMM is telling you put your 20,000 naira or put your $100 or in Bitcoin, and over time they help you turn it into something. When you put $100 this month, you get 130. Next month you put $100, you get another 130. Remember, in just 2 months you've gained $60. And the third month you get another $30. That is $90. So in average of 4 months, you've gotten your money back. Just in 4 months, you've gotten 120%, which is 100% plus another 20% of your money. Isn't that wonderful? That is the extent to which MMM is good. So we want to be a kind of substitution to the modern banking system, whereby we be our bank, no charges, nobody regulates us, we do what we want. Creating a new fair financial relationship amidst people. We don't have people who control the money while others are suffering in silence. The major goal, which is the paramount one, is not to get rich. It's not for you to get rich. It's not for you to sit down, remembering we are trying to free ourselves from this poverty. Now, if you want to make it a get rich scheme, then you are putting it to the detriment of others. Others are going to suffer too. So it's to help make a better financial free world. It's not to help you get a lot of money. It's just to make you free. If you need to eat, you eat. If you need to go somewhere, you go somewhere. It's not for you to accumulate your whole money and keep in a place and start making the world a worse place to live. Having said this, there must be rules that govern the community. You know, there's this adage that says a community where there is no law, there is no sin. And a community that there is no law is bound to fall quickly. So, what are the laws of MMM? The law of MMM is so simple. It's simply don't get greedy. You know, when you get greedy, something that is meant to be for like 10, 20 people, you gather it to yourself. So, it's not supposed to be so. You don't get greedy in MMM. How do I mean greedy? You don't open multiple accounts because you want to get rich quicker. You open like 5, 7 accounts. If you are being caught in MMM, you'll be banned out of the community. You'll be chased out. That is how it operates. Then you are not expected to register your family members. You are not expected to register your family. You have to tell them about it, and when it's compulsory, you register them. You make sure they don't provide help more than you because you are the one inviting them into the system. They are not supposed to contribute to provide help more than you who knows how the system operates. So when you are inviting your family member, you make sure you don't use the same account number and you make sure they don't provide help more than you. You don't get greedy in MMM. That's as simple as it is. And when you get to the system, you try and be faithful. Be faithful. You don't receive someone's help and decide not to confirm that person. You don't get help and deny of getting help from that person. No, when you are being sanctioned and you are chased out of the MMM community. So together we'll change the world. With this, if we are able to abide by this, together we will change the world. In few or no time, we will change the world. Other than just taking our money to the banks and having nothing at the end of the day and being charged on top of it. Imagine taking $100 to the bank for 12 calendar months. At the end of it, you get 5%. That 5% is just $5, and out of that $5, you get maintenance fee, you get charges, you get SMS alerts, you get this, you get that. Before you know, even the $5 is out. It has been exhausted. So she said this is giving you an opportunity to make 30% of your money. It's spare money, not even your whole capital. A money you can do without in just a month. Isn't it wonderful? So I'm advising you, I'm inviting you to be free from financial slavery, get financial freedom, liberate yourself, liberate your community, liberate your family from this financial slavery, and together we'll change the world. Thank you. Once again, my name is Tripola Dolamilekon. Thanks for your time.